Working on the passenger side, 2012 Forester, not Forester, Legacy Outback. They're all the same models as far as 2010 to 2014. The seat belts are all going to be about the same. There shouldn't be any major changes. Seat belts locked up due to a collision. So let's go ahead and start. This one's all locked up. What we can do is pull the rubber back here, take this 14 out, and that'll loosen up the tension on our project. Remove the same thing on this side. Pull the rubber out of the way. Pull these purple clips out. On both sides. I got this out. We can pull this rubber out on this side as well. There's one more clip down here. Well, I didn't get it. So pull that out that way. Pull that out that way. They got these little thingies right here that hold the edges of these. See, I missed a clip here, left it on here, which is okay. Just stick a hand wants to break it. Let's see if I can get underneath it. Oh man, destroy the clip. I've broken it, but it will work as long as it slides into here, which it does. All this is not compromised. It will work. So we got another one of those little pink clips right there. Go ahead and push that, remove that out of the way. Now let's go ahead and pop this out of the way. This is very fragile. Be careful not to break it. There's a clip way back here, up here. I know you can't see with the camera, but once you get up here, you'll see it. It's that thing right there. Just pull this out. Get it out of the way so you're not causing any damage to that, scratching it. So it's 14 up here. Very simple. Pull the 10 out. Pull the 14 out. Out of the way. Huh. And this is the right side. Come out the same way as the left side. But the airbag that I got came like this. This does say right side, and this says right side. It's 2013, it's 2011. So there is a big difference in the years. So here's what we're gonna do. Now follow me. This gets a little tricky. So let's do this. Let's get the old belt. Here's the new belt. Leave that alone. Here's the old belt. The blow pack is blown, but the belt itself is good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this belt out of this blow pack, and we're gonna take that belt out of the good blow pack. We're gonna put this belt in that blow pack and put that back on. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just if you haven't done it, you will screw it up somewhere down the line. It's it's complicated. So in order to get this to release, because it's locked, they got these things on the sides. Usually you can destroy it because none of it matters. Throw that out. You're not gonna need that. Throw this out. You're not gonna need that. You want to keep this. It'll help you unwind the thing. Now this side. There's one there. Hey, Theo, can you give me a flathead? Actually, no, a Phillips. This is the actual thing that winds up all the spinning inside. Don't need that. Still locked up. Got 3 screws. They're pretty hard, so. Are you kidding me? Ah, there you go. 1 screw down. Oh, this one's easy. 2 screw down and 3 screw. So now, see how loose this is? Unwind this whole thing and take your pick. See, the belt comes through in here and it goes through this and it feeds out through here. If you pull this, this is the seat belt. As long as you don't cut the factory thing here, nothing's going to be compromised. There's a little pin right here. I'll show you. You can push it out. This is what holds it from in here. So we'll save that, but then you can just pull this and it will. You can see it, that's coming out. So I like to leave it halfway like that so I know exactly which way to go back in. So leave this like this so you know which way it goes back in. Let's put that on the floor for the time being. Here's the tricky part. This thing has to sit a certain position for it to unlock. So if you put it right here like this, it will unlock itself. Same thing, if you hold it in the right position, it will work like a regular seatbelt, but if you twist it, it locks up automatically. So find the happy place and just pull this thing out. And it locks. So here you see where I have my thumb. You want to hold it because the minute you let go, this thing's going to want to roll back, and then when this rolls back, it's going to lock up until you come back to a point where it starts making that noise. So we're going to unwind this thing until we can get to the point where we can get our thumb on the aluminum piece. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this belt out of this thing, out of this blow pack, but we need to keep a finger on this so it doesn't unwind. Because once it unwinds, you're pretty much screwed. So our goal is, I don't know if you can see it, is to get this thing out of the way. Get this. You gotta keep attention on the roller because it's gonna wanna unwind back, and once this unwinds back, you've ruined the whole deal. This is something, you know, you want to keep it as perfect as possible. Now I gotta get this guy out of the seatbelt. So pull this guy out. This is my fingers right here, so I don't know if you can see where my fingers are. I'm holding it. I'm gonna pull this completely out, And don't let this thing unwind, but as you can see, the belt just came out. This thing's gonna want to unwind. If you let it go, it's got the under stress right now. It'll unwind. So when you let go, your seatbelt. This is the thing that, this is the mechanism here that unwinds, rewinds the whole thing. So this is the belt that had this for the 2013 model. This we don't need no longer. What we need is this one. So if I put them side by side, this thing looks like it goes in that way. So if you pull it out, you can kind of get an idea how it folds. So what you want to do is you want to make sure. See, now this is garbage too. What you want to do is put it back through how you took it out, right through here, and see how the thing just wants to fold like this. So you make sure you put it back in so it folds the way it wants to fold. Do not let go of this. And see this? Feed it right back into the hole. And put this pin back in. And then pull that snug. See how it just wants to unwind? And rewind itself back in. And that's how you swap out the belt. Thing's fully functional. I didn't change anything but just the belt itself. So before you put it all back together, you want to make sure that you put this in not backwards. So make sure that you just hang it there for the time being, and you make sure that you got this sitting correctly up here and that this connects right here. You don't want this to be like this and you're trying to go like that, because then that means you put this in backwards. You have to take it all back out and flip the ribbon. So since it looks like I got everything perfect, what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and tighten the top one, because we're not going to take this back down. We're going to need this bolt. Because this one don't have it. Put that 12 in there, 14 actually. Tighten that. Tighten that. Make sure you do plug this in. And then that's tight. Number 10's tight. That's tight. That's in. You want to get this puppy in, because if you don't put this in, you can't do anything. Remember on the other side we had a problem with this. Gotta make sure that this bolt right here ends up with that bolt right there, or else it's not going to work. So make sure we get it in the right spot. Make sure these guys clip in. Yep, that's clipped in. You want to make sure that this is functional before you go any further, which it is. Peel this back and hand tight a few. Grab your 14. And put that cover over it. and a fully functional seatbelt. The only thing that sucks is there's supposed to be a little pin right here, a button. That right here, you see the button. This button's broken because of the accident. We had to reuse the belt. So you can sew just the regular button right there. Just make sure you sew it above here so this thing sits like this, so you're not having to reach down here every time for a buckle. Right now, this is what it is. We'll sew something there so we don't have a problem. This is, you know, sometimes it's just, it is what it is. Usually we just return the seatbelt back to the company we purchased it from, or we just happen to have pulled it from a newer car. Even though Interchange said it wouldn't work, I made it work. It worked fine. There's no safety manipulation. If you've never done it, I don't recommend you do it. Send it back, get the right part, or call us, tell us, hey, you know, it's the wrong one. These go back in. I just clip on the tops. Everything clips in. Make sure you put these rubbers back right afterwards. Yeah, don't force nothing. Everything should go back pretty easy. And a functional seatbelt. And that's it.